What's up guys, Brad here, Piney Grove Homestead, and I'm going back to the corner of the property here and trying to do a little bit of grappling and maybe some wood chipping. Last week I got in here with the Light on the Kubota and cleared out a lot of thick brush back here, but I wasn't able to get all of it mulched up because the forestry mulcher is on back of the tractor and you have to back into it. So what that does is sometimes pushes some of the things that you cut off into the trees where you can't get them. So we're going to use the Summit here with the grapple, try and pull some of that stuff out and either mulch it with the forestry mulcher, or I'll use the wood chipper back there. The wood chipper is a lot more work, so we'll see how much that I actually pull out of the woods here before I decide how I'm going to clean it up. This is what we've got. A lot of this stuff is all cut off, but I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it to suck into the mulcher. It's severed at the bottom, so I should be able to grab that with the grapple and pull that out and make a pile. There's just pine trees and stuff here that I can't back any further. So all this is loose. I'm going to pull this out. And now that I look at it, because it's been a week since I've been back here, it's going to be a lot more than I thought. This is hazardous working with the forestry mulcher, but it's not only hazardous to people and trees and stuff, but I lost my microphone back here. I've been looking all over for it. I can't find it. So I think it got mulched up. But I'd be interested if today when we're working in here, if we don't find it. I got fading light, so I don't have a lot of time to work, but I've got a good open spot right here. So I think I'll pick up what I can with the grapple and put it right there. And I really think it's gonna be a big pile when we're done. There's two ways you can hook up the grapple with the hydraulics, and that changes whether you push out or pull in when you're trying to grapple. And I've got it backwards. It'll take me forever to try and relearn to do it backwards, so I'm gonna try and switch those two hydraulic lines. When I hook up the grapple, sometimes one of the lines is hard to hook up to get the hydraulic connector hooked up, and it hooked up easy today. And now I've got to redo it. So let's see if I can do it by hand. Got a rag wrapped around it because it leaks. I got to change out this one coupler right here. I just don't want hydraulic oil dripping everywhere. I capture it with these rags. But I've got these two swapped, so they come off easy. Let's see if they go on easy. Not real easy, but I got it on. So if that one went on a little hard, hopefully this one should go on easy. Yeah, that one went on real easy. I've been meaning to change out this hydraulic coupler end for months, but I just keep forgetting. This is a grapple full. All this was cut off by the forestry mulcher. I just couldn't back into it and get it to draw it into the machine. Yeah, it's much better with the hydraulics like that. So you saw this when I was talking when I came up, and it didn't look like that much brush. There's already about 3 feet right there. Look at that. Just 2 loads with the grapple. Got a 5-foot pile of brush. Kind of hard to maneuver in between these trees. I just ran the wood chipper into a tree. I'll show it to you. I don't mind showing my mistakes. So I knew it was tight quarters in here, and that's where I hit the pine tree. Put a little bend in my wood chipper here. Should be able to pull that out easy. But look how big that pile is. Now be honest in the comments, I'm 6 foot tall, so this is a solid 5 foot of brush, and it's pretty thick. But did you think there was that much brush right there? That's just 3 grapple loads that I put here. Still quite a bit more there. A lot of times after I've done the forestry mulching, I'll come in here by hand and pull things out so I can draw them into the mulcher. I didn't do that this time. This one might be a little bit harder to get to. I wish the camera would pick up just how much I've cleaned this up in just a few minutes. This Summit is a nice sized tractor for getting in these tight places, but even with a small tractor, you gotta have your head on a swivel. Seems like everywhere I turn, there's a pine tree trying to get me. I tried to get in here and grab all 4 of them and I couldn't, but I got one and it's pulling the rest of them out with it. So I think now I can grab them all. I think I got them. This is gonna make a big difference just right here. If I can get in here and get this. This brush was all intertwined with that oak tree. By getting this brush out of here, that oak tree should flourish. There we go. That's so much easier than pulling by hand. That oak tree has got briars all the way up it. Look how thick they are. And they don't break easy. I'm pulling it and the tree's bowing over. I did a lot of work with the forestry mulcher and it looked really good. Deb came out after a couple hours of work and she said, man, that's really, really clear. But it is twice as clear now just from pulling this out. And none of this was newly cut today. This was all cut last week and that's just what was sitting there. That's a nice grapple load of brush right there. And I made up my mind, I'm not gonna even try to put this in the wood chipper. You'll work yourself to death trying to untangle all that stuff I've grappled here. Look how much I got. I had no idea there was this much more left in there. I just went in and grabbed what I could. Came up with that. Holy cow, look how much brush is here. I know I seem pretty excited about brush, but it just astonishes me how much is here. There's a big old pile. It's up to my head now. And you got to be careful when you're doing this stuff because if you drop one of those pieces and it rolls up under your tractor, those ends that have been cut off are kind of sharp and they could, you know, puncture a line or get caught in, say, your linkage for your drive controls, your forward, your reverse. Just a lot of bad things can happen up under your tractor if you get a stick underneath there rolling around. I think I'm going to park the tractor right there with the wood chipper and just chip some of these like stumps and everything. There's some stumps on this pile too and some big things that actually stalled the tractor with the forestry mulcher. Like that one stalled the tractor when I backed into it. Remember when I said I wasn't going to grapple anymore? I guess I lied. I see some more stuff that needs to be pulled out. Got some sharp ones trying to go through the radiator. Got a big group or grove of them that I cut off in here. Let's see if I can get this out. Pretty deep in here. The tractor actually struggled pulling that out. knocked the camera over. There was way more in there than I thought that was cut off and ready to come out, and it was tangled with some green stuff. And as I was backing out, the tractor tires were actually spinning in four-wheel drive because there was so much resistance from the vines and the live vines and stuff that was still attached to. But look how huge that pile is now. Never thought it was going to be this much. This is why I'm always late for dinner. I get going on a project like this and I don't want to stop. I told Deb I was just going to grapple for a few minutes in the back. I said I was going to stack it here. I thought I had plenty of space, but I almost closed up this trail here, and this is the trail that the deer use to get to the food plot. A lot of this stuff isn't cut off, so I'm not going to put a bunch of energy into pulling on something that ain't cut. All right, let's do a little wood chipping and finish cleaning up this area. He keeps getting stuck on the chipper.
That's a big brush pile, honey. Good job.
So were you surprised to see it here? Because I said I'd just be gone for a couple minutes.
I'm never surprised. I heard the tractor from across the property. I thought he was mulching though.
She says she wants the chips. Who am I to say no? Got a big old root ball. She got that much done. Come smell it, Deb.
Smell it. Sometimes that's not always good.
Right? Like them, do you? She likes chipping when it's logs. All that brush can be a pain. It gets caught on you, scratches you up, it doesn't feed well. So it's not as fun to do brush as it is to do just kind of straight logs or straight branches, I guess. But since we started this video maybe 20, 30 minutes ago, this area has just looked so much better. I don't know if I can make this one go. Yep, took it all. All this tractor can handle. Getting bound up now on these limbs. I don't think it'll go. No, it won't go. I wanted it to go. It's just got too many limbs. I'm tired, the sun is set already, but I got one more piece of brush that I drug out that I want to run through there and see if she'll do it all in one pass. But that's going to wrap it up. So until the next time, remember, life's short, tractor hard. And watch this thing go through the wood chipper. It's gonna be awesome. This thing is so big. It's huge. I don't even know if I can get it in there. I should have quit while I was ahead. But up. This thing's ridiculous. Are you still there? Are you hanging with me? This thing, I couldn't have predicted this. I had to break it down as it got pulled in. I thought it would just go right in. It'd be a great ending to the video. We got it, guys. Thanks for staying till the end. We'll catch you on the next one.